Yo, what it do, big dog?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. I'm on my phone this morning because I got to travel in to work. So, bear with me. I don't have controls. I don't
Yeah. Hold on. There you go, finally. Yeah.
yeah, today is another good day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, big. I text you earlier. I gotta be in early, so I got to dip early. I won't
Yeah.
Friday, so it's crazy, but
Yeah.
we'll make it work.
We'll get through it.
Uh, can you hear me though?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how long it's been since I've been on StreamYard on the phone, bro. Like, it's
Nah, we just went live. Yeah.
yeah. You can hear? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking to my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But so I did talk to a great brother last night, and he gave me contact information for Mr. Guy Boudreaux. Guy says Floyd is doing a little bit better, but he can always use our prayers and just checking in on him. And he always enjoys that a lot. So want to give Mr. Boudreaux, for those of y'all that know him as well and can reach out to him as well, let him know that Big A and Dre and the Shogun Army, man, we praying for him, and we still appreciate everything he's done for everybody.
Yeah, man.
And shout out to Guy Boudreaux as well, and all the Louisiana family down there. Lockdown Rudy and South Bottom and J-Bo. Shout out to everybody from the boot.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode is called "Why Not Just Volunteer at a Shelter," right? And we gonna get into it, but I like the precursor so you can kind of think on it and marinate on it and get your thoughts together. But why not just go to a shelter and volunteer? Since everybody got so much to say about knowing about dogs, and this goes into, for me, without going into too much detail, why a lot of us that call ourselves dog lovers and animal lovers are actually just fanciers of a specific breed. And I'll explain that later in the episode. But yeah, man, a lot of us are fanciers of a specific breed that call ourselves dog lovers. And I told you I ain't no dog lover. I love my dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs like mine.
Mm-hmm.
Working dogs. But I don't have any malice toward non-working breeds. I just don't see the importance. I don't see me spending my spare time to deal with breeds that don't tickle my fancy.
Yeah. For sure. Mm-hmm. That's for real.
But we got some dogs to show y'all for this week. Great contestants that came through. I'm going to show you these animals, tell you a little bit about the animal, and then we're going to press and move on to the next. So without further ado. Oh, you be watching that dude. That's a mediocre tutorial.
Yeah.
Let me find out, man. Let me find out.
Yeah.
Man, bro, you done pressed me 2 days in a row, bro.
Shout out to him. Yeah.
You done pressed 2 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? I thought he might be able to too.
Yeah.
That's what's up, Big A.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. I actually like that, man. You got a good dichotomy of being balanced and laid back, but also having somebody who can turn up in a I ain't gonna say constructive manner, but a very, very controlled, critical manner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Which I respect that. I respect controlled aggression. But speaking of controlled aggression, the dog on the screen right now is Big C's Miyamoto Musashi.
Hey, salute.
Yeah, man. Fantastic puppy. Fantastic animal. He came in and beat Cayenne for best puppy, which is pretty impressive because I thought she was on a roll where she's going to, streak it out and get her championship. Then you got Herders and Bulldogs, Akira has won Dog of the Week, and he did it over multiple breeds. So shouts out to Akira.
Low.
Then on top of all of that, for the pup of the month, you have Pitwise Kennels, Oren Ishii.
Hey.
And she's doing fantastic. She is a champion level dog. Actually, I think she's a champion of champions. Her and the next dog, Big C Cash Dog.
Yeah, man.
Big C, I haven't forgotten about the plaques for the champion of champions dogs, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like this whole changeover, everything done changed my whole MO. Like I don't know if y'all remember what it's like to start doing all the new stuff on the job, but even if physically you ain't smoked the new job, taking all the information in and being able to reference it quickly, it usually takes about 30 to 90 days. That's why typically the probationary period is 30 to 90 days. They're like, if you make it to that portion, you can do the work all day, every day, no problem.
Yeah.
You got to condition your mind to the repetition and to the mental stressors, the decision making ability. You got to put some things on autopilot, and I'm explaining that real quick too, Big A, before we get too far into the show. There are some skills you have to learn to put on autopilot, and I will give you multiple examples of those real quick, and this will tie into the episode later on as well. Okay, I played basketball. To dribble a basketball for a beginner is a mental thing that you have to think about, right? And then I call it going to the dark. My uncle said, he said, well, you got to look. He said, right now you can dribble the basketball by looking down at it and thinking about what you're doing with that basketball. You got to mentally think about what you're doing with that basketball. He said, okay, if you want to get good, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take it to the dark. That you're gonna sleep with the ball. You're gonna have that ball in your hand while you're sleeping, literally in the bed with the ball. You have your hand on that ball, you're gonna sleep with it. Then I lived on a street where there was areas of darkness where there was no street lights. He said, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna learn to dribble that ball in pitch black. In pitch black. You can't use your eyes. All you gotta use is your feel. The tips of your fingers, your feel, which is one of the senses most people have the least amount of skill in. You're gonna learn to feel with your fingertips where that ball is going. If it hit a rock, how to adjust it without seeing it. Okay. Then you'll get a blindfold and dribble in the daytime with two basketballs.
Yeah. And
then you're gonna start working on dribbling that basketball and catching a tennis ball. So I know you're not looking at the basketball, even when your eyes are open. You're able to focus on the things around you and have court vision. Okay. Now you take that day one person, that person who has not learned and been through the dark with a situation, and it requires a high level of concentration just to move one step with that basketball because they have to focus on that one item so much. But then you take a person that has layered in skills and made it an automated system in their life who can dribble that basketball while they catching tennis balls, while they deflecting, while they calling plays with their free hand. And they thinking about so many other things because they've learned to manage that in and they become on autopilot with the simple aspect of dribbling. But that simple skill of dribbling did not start off as an automated thing like breathing or any of the other stuff. It had to be developed. And anytime you get into something new, you have to develop that skill. If you're really focused on it, it's gonna tire you out mentally until you make it autopilot mode for you. I hope that made sense. It made sense to me.
It makes all the sense.
Okay. But anyways, man, that's my thing. I done went over. We almost at the 10-minute mark, man. Big A, if you got any Bushido code or anything like that, that'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, Bushido code of the day is Jen, compassion and humanity. Compassion isn't weakness, it's responsibility. Volunteering at a shelter isn't charity. It's leadership, discipline, and giving back to the dogs who need it the most. The strongest warriors serve something bigger than themselves.
Nice. I like it. Very easy, and it ties into the episode very well. Before we take off with this episode, Big A, I do want to give shout outs to the chat, and then we can get right into it, bro.
Okay.
Wifey in the building. Top of the morning, babes.
Salute.
Links Dogos in the building. Salute, big dog.
What's happening?
Paul Johnson. Salute.
Salute.
Dickie Mother Loving Foster
In the building.
On a my ninja, my hitter. Young fam in the building. What to do, big dog?
Young fam.
Pit Bulls and Prospecting. What's good? What's good?
Hey, what's happening?
Himmy Jane.
What it do?
Herders and Bulldogs. Salute, salute, salute.
Salute.
MKM Bottom.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. They all in here, man. They all in here. Yeah, man. So the episode was triggered by Big A actually triggered the title of this episode, y'all. Little did he know, you know. He hit me on Saturday, Sunday, and be like, hey man, what's the list for the week, man, for the topic? Yeah. And so the reason why this one stood out to me was this reason here. He created this joke that we call our dogs rescue dogs. You know, what breed is that? When people ask us what breed our dog is, we say rescue dogs. They just rescue them. You know, that's the breed, rescue.
Uh-huh.
And so the joke kind of festered. I was like, you know, why don't more people just deal with rescue dogs if they don't care about nothing? You know what I'm saying? But loving animals. Pets. And that's where fanciers and breeders and breed-specific loyalists, this episode will it's not to attack any of y'all, but it's to bring awareness because people be lying.
Yeah. Yep.
But why not just volunteer at a shelter? I'll tell you why. Because there are certain charities that aren't even so much as beneath us as they don't align with what makes you feel good. The act of doing charity in itself can be selfish, but it's selfish with the benefit of others that makes charity charitable. If not, it's just greed. As an example, there are a lot of homeless people here in Arizona, and they like to stand up by the stop signs and stop lights and beg for dollars, right? Or change. Now, on the days where I have it, maybe it's a payday or I got some extra dollars from vacuuming up my car or whatever, and I got it, it makes me feel good when I see a person with a dog, regardless of what breed it is, with a dog. And I only give money to homeless people with dogs, and I'll tell you why. I ain't seen a homeless person yet with an unhealthy looking dog. I have not seen a homeless person yet with an unhealthy looking dog. That's my charity. That's my charity to my off-breed brothers. And then my digital dog show is available to y'all as well. That's my charity to my off-breed or my guys that might have rescue dogs, right? Yeah. But that doesn't mean I want to go to a shelter and volunteer to clean up poop and help train shelter dogs. I honestly don't like training any other dogs besides American Pit Bull Terriers and herders because those are dogs that I have personal experiences with and I can build off of it. Can I learn from working with rescue dogs new skills? Absolutely. But that's like saying, can I use the skills from basketball to translate into baseball or football? Yeah.
Have you ever worked at a shelter?
Yeah, I volunteered before. They kind of voluntold us in the military. You're gonna work at a shelter at least once. Typically in a ALS or this Airman Leadership School or Army Leadership School. Typically, you have to get any volunteer hours while you're in school, learn how to be a sergeant. And they typically volunteer at hospitals, animal shelters, and things of that nature. Do highway cleanups and stuff like that as well. You know, 6 to 8 weeks of learning how to be a productive member of society, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's up.
That's right, Tony. He said they take care of them D dogs.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, man. With all the knowledge that you have, right? Mm-hmm. This is for everybody. This is me included. With all the knowledge that you have, imagine if dog people volunteered at shelters.
Yeah. Most
of the helps at shelters are incorrigible youth that genuinely love animals.
Yeah. Which
that's where an untapped source of people that could be advocates from the inside for the American Pit Bull. I'm talking about inside agents, COINTELPRO for the American Pit Bull Terrier.
Yeah.
imagine those youth volunteering, and when they come in there, you there, and they like, we're gonna label this dog a pit bull mix, and you go, no, let me put you to the side, young buck. I would label this dog an American bully mix or American mutt. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the reasons why. You know, and then just slide on the ADBA standard. That's it. You know, this the misidentification, because we do it publicly all the time. We make these posts about it, but I'm telling you, the most affected people are the ones that's boots on the dirt.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I know for a fact when I got my first fake pit bull, it took a real dog man to put me to the side and say, "Hey man, how much you pay for that dog? $100. Well, they got you."
Yeah.
And Link said something real. Let me put it on the screen. He said, "Unless you have time to retrain the dog, it's in the shelter for a reason." Well, yes, I'm gonna go with that's the rule. But I would say this is the rule too. I would say more good dogs end up in the shelter from people that were unprepared for a dog in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs that have behavioral issues that couldn't have been corrected at an early age.
Yeah.
Christmas time and taxes time, you're gonna see the shelters bolstered. And this is why. There's so many puppies bought for Christmas, and they're cute. The family likes them while they're cute. And then them baby teeth fall out.
Yeah.
And that puppy starts chewing on shoes and corners and tearing up cables and cords. And if you have no skills in training and management, we're either putting it on a collar. You know, most people are not trained how to set up a proper chain setup. So they're going to go through the Dollar General and the Walmart chain phase, breaking chains. Now the puppy's learning to if he pulls really hard, he can just break stuff, and reinforcing all these behaviors because they don't know how to just nip it in the bud the first time. And one good correction beats 1,000 bad ones. You have a lot of families that buy puppies and only want puppies. They don't want a dog. They want a puppy. Crockett, what's good, big dog?
What's happening?
Yeah. A lot of shelter dogs was people's pet puppies that grew up into a dog that they didn't want anymore. The responsibility to walking, the size of the animal, what it could destroy. It didn't listen. It was aggressive at the door to family and friends. It growled at the wrong person. You know, these are problems that everybody has, regardless of breed.
Yeah.
So why not volunteer at the shelter, Big A?
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's real.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you again, but if you don't have a routine like I was telling you about the dribbling the basketball with a dog, it's hard to add a new dog to your regimen.
Yep.
And what I mean, I'm not talking about training. I'm talking about just your maintenance and your medical. Let's not even get into training today. I don't care about training today. I'm talking about your routine as a human being. Because the first thing that the dog is going to disrupt is your schedule. Now, most of y'all, if I asked you, you could tell me the within 30 minutes to an hour every day you feed around the same time. Most of you, and if it changes, it had to be something that messed up your schedule for that day. But you don't really change. Everybody know I feed between 5 and 6 o'clock every day. My dogs start barking at 5 o'clock, and they stop barking once their food is in front of them every day. Every day. That's autopilot for me and the dogs. Now, a person that has never set up a dog and stayed with them for the maintenance to get them into a situation like that will never understand that. And a lot of those dogs at the shelter lack consistent reinforcement of those behaviors to get the result they wanted. But you know these things. Why not volunteer at a shelter?
Mm-hmm.
It did, young fam. COVID actually overloaded the shelter in San Antonio so bad that they wouldn't come pick up dogs. There was mutts just running through the neighborhood. There's been a lot of mutts running through the neighborhood ever since COVID because a lot of the shelters have been full and haven't had room to pick up strays when you call them in.
Yeah.
To this day, Tucson not coming to get a dog unless it bites somebody. To this day, Tucson is not coming to pick up a stray unless it bites somebody. So yeah, like that, it wasn't like that before COVID. Before COVID, they was taking your yard regardless. You know what I'm saying? They coming over here trying to get your dog.
Yeah.
they still do it when the people call them on you. You know what I'm saying? Lie on you and frame you. But I'm talking about in general. Like I had animal control come visit me when I was in North Carolina, and they had room for my dogs at the animal control shelter. You know what I'm saying? But in San Antonio, they was like, it's a 3 to 4 month wait when I got there. You know,
Damn.
there was some mutts running through the neighborhood over there in Leon Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Certain places out here, they be aggressive too. I'm talking about running up trying to bite the wheels on your tires and stuff. You see them get hit by cars on a regular, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I want to share, Big A, too, because I'm talking all this talk. I do want to share with my brothers and sisters on the live this morning. If you choose to volunteer at a shelter, you do so at great peril to your own animals.
Yeah.
If you want to pick up some of the nastiest, newest diseases known to man, go to a shelter. The mange is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Kennel cough is going to be there because these dogs come in completely unvaccinated. And yes, they give them as much vaccinations as they can. But some of these dogs are going to clap to hurt the light. And then you go in there with your clothes and your shoes, even if you put on the booties, you're not. It's not protecting you from everything. Those booties are not 100% protection.
Mm-hmm.
So I say in jest, why not volunteer at a shelter? We all know the answer. The answer is this: we all feed, purchase, love, raise, breed dogs that we want to have some semblance of control over how the environment, how the dog is made, how the dog is raised, how it is reared. We want to control as much of that environment as possible to have predictable outcomes. Mm-hmm. That's the whole purpose of having a breed of dog as opposed to having a random dog. You want the most predictable outcomes possible. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man.
Over to you, Big A.
Yeah. Man, not only did that COVID and all that stuff happen, but a lot of these so-called exotic breeds that didn't work out, you know, the breeding didn't work out the way they wanted it to, or whatever the case may be. They try to do some old Frankenstein type deal. Those dogs end up in the shelter too, you know.
Yes, sir. And not even the whole litter, just the ones don't make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's the whole litter. Don't get it twisted, but I'm saying, like, usually their breed have 19 puppies, and only one of them is actually what they were looking for. The rest of them is just throwaways. Mm-hmm. If they can sell them.
Yep. They usually start, I don't know how it be around the nation, but down here in Texas, it usually start on the side of the road. Be standing out there trying to sell pups, $50, and you know, pure had a sign pure breed, $50, you know, and all that other stuff. Man, them dogs, man, it usually end up strays are in the shelter, you know. Yeah. Yep, I had a lady contact me. She was a small lady too. Couldn't have been no more than 100 pounds, like 5'1", 100 pounds soaking wet. And she had a Cane Corso bully mix. And the dog was 150 plus, man, 20 plus. And she couldn't control the dog. She I worked with her for a little bit. And I didn't have that much. I didn't have the time to really give to her. She, you know, had the dog. When I was working with the dog was just a little over a year and at that size. And a year later, she contacted me, said, do I know anybody that wants to buy the dog? And you know, I said, I didn't want to tell her, like, nobody's going to pay for that dog. You know what I'm saying? I just told her, hey, I'll see what I can do. And she was saying she wanted some high number for it. A couple weeks later, she wants something less for it. Then a couple weeks later, she texted me, hey, just tell somebody to come get the dog. You know what I'm saying? And that was the last I heard from her. But I'm pretty sure the dog ended up in a shelter, you know, at some point in time, man. It's a lot of those type of situations too, you know. And then people, oh my bad, right? But then people always want to put a price tag on them, and it's like nobody's gonna buy that. But anyway, go ahead, Dre.
No, that made a very valid point, man. Toyo has said this. I've said it. Big A agrees with me on it. If you don't have a team for Winn-Dixie, what are you breeding for?
Yeah.
These 3 people that can take my dogs to Winn-Dixie and make something out of them if I fail. I know at least 3 people that can take my dogs to the show ring if they're not hardcore enough for the Winn-Dixie. And these people have yards where they are constantly able to move dogs for their best purposes. And when I say Winn-Dixie, I'm talking about typically hog hunting or work where the dog is going to be probably in a mortal danger.
Yeah.
Typically hog hunters though. I'll move a dog over there. If it makes the cut, then hey, they got a good dog. And now it moves into that circuit, into that network, into the Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
You know, the dog is pretty as all, but it don't do no work. You know, I move it into the show only, the only camp, and they can do well with a dog like that. You know.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a Winn-Dixie, and for people like that, I charge them either nothing or next to nothing. You know, even if the dog work out, because at the end of the day, man, it's not used for what I train for, what I do. But it works out and it gives the dog a good life, a job to do, and avoids this conversation we have right now.
Yeah, man, it always leaves the option for you to get a pup back in the future if the dog does something immaculate that you never thought it would do. I wasn't thinking about it. I also had a homeboy who used to breed bullies, and every litter he would take one of his pups to the SPCA and let them have it. You know, they don't say it. They're not gonna say it in public, but they fancy the bullies and working dogs and all of that stuff too. And a lot of times the good dogs that come through there, they get slid to the back and they do their little thing and they go to whoever they wanted to go to. So he created his relationship with them, which kind of kept him out of his mix and the whole nine. And every litter, he would bring him a pup, give him a pup, and he know for a fact that pup is gonna get spaded, neutered, fixed, or whatever, and it's gonna go to a good home. And it kept him in a good standing with him. They would ask, they would reach out to him and ask him questions sometimes or whatnot. But that was something that he did all the time, man. Yeah. Yep.
Nice. Another thing that volunteering would help you with is understanding their processes. From seeing dogs arrive and understanding where they came from, because you don't have the backstory, Yeah. Bump what the news is saying. If you boots on the ground and something hits your shelter, you're gonna know why it's there. They have to tell you since you're not in danger. Well, is the dog coming from a situation where I might be bitten? You have to know all these things. So it definitely plugs you into the system and to the street.
Yeah.
You never know. You might be the one that saves a bloodline by doing that. But I'm not telling you to volunteer or not to volunteer. I just want to topic today is something that people don't really cover as a whole topic. It's more something we glance past in the process of talking about topics. But definitely something that we need to be aware of as a community.
Yeah, man.
I received a letter of appreciation yesterday, Big A.
Oh, you did? That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I want to read it to you real quick. This is from 12 November 2025. from Chief Master Sergeant Kelvin J. Hatcher, U.S. Air Force, 355th Wing, Command Chief, Master Sergeant. Master Sergeant Andre Williams, MC, Senior Non-Commissioned Officer Induction Ceremony. Dear Master Sergeant Williams, on behalf of the Desert Lightning team and all attendees of the 2025 Senior Non-Commissioned Officer Induction Ceremony, we want to express our sincere appreciation for your understanding and outstanding performance as the event's MC. Your confident delivery, professionalism, and ability to engage the audience to ensure a smooth and enjoyable flow throughout the evening was noted. Your presence on stage brought warmth and structure to the ceremony, guiding the program with precision and enthusiasm. The positive feedback from the attendees was a testament to your skill and poise in representing our organization and honoring the inductees. Thank you for lending your voice and energy to such an important event. Your efforts made the 2025 induction ceremony both meaningful and memorable, and we were proud to have you as a part of the team. Sincerely, Kelvin J. Hatcher, Command Chief Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force.
Hey.
Now, I read that, and it's I haven't been bragging about my accomplishments on here and stuff lately, this is not the only accomplishment, but it meant a lot to me because me talking on YouTube over the last couple of years, y'all don't know how many like paid engagements I've gotten from it besides the dog. We're talking about building better people. Besides the dogs, by me engaging with y'all daily and having to read things daily and speak daily, speak from the heart, deal with comments that come out and address it right on the spot. It really builds a skill set with you when it comes time to deal with people in real life. It genuinely does. Like, I'm so quick on my feet now at work, it would make your head, and it's skills that I didn't have before, just being real, right? Mm-hmm. And so I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for the pressure. Thank y'all for the headaches, because it has molded me into a person that I can speak in front of 1,000 people, 5,000 people, or one person and speak with the same confidence. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, we're building better people, and I get stronger with y'all. So just want to put that out there, man. It has nothing to do with the award or the recognition. It has to do with the consistency of doing something over and over again, just like dribbling that basketball.
Yeah. Hey, man, my homeboy who I was talking about was doing this thing with the bullies. He's still doing this thing with the bullies today, to this day, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, no problem, Crockett. Thank you for your support. And shout out to your homeboy, Big A.
Yeah.
A lot of bully guys, man, they jump ship when them game dog breeders started getting on their head. A lot of them boys couldn't take it and jump ship.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the SPCA used to come out to his yard so many times. He said, "Forget it. I'm about to give y'all dogs, man. You ain't gotta come out. I'm gonna bring them to you." You know what I'm saying? He created his little old communication with him. Had a couple of people who fooled with him, worked there, and it was all good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Salute the real bully guys, man. Try to that's real. Mm-hmm. I'm real with you. Oh, girl, you scared me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I volunteered at a shelter one time, man. No, it wasn't a shelter. I'm lying. It was a vet. I don't know what I was thinking. I was young too, man. I might have been like 19 or something like that. I just wanted to get in the mix, man, and see what was going on behind closed doors or whatnot. Man, I volunteered up there for about a week, man. I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I would spend more time with the working dog, with the working breeds, and it's just something I was naturally You know what I'm saying? You know, it was just a natural thing I would lean towards, but um, yeah, that didn't work out for me, man. I wasn't feeling it too much, man. I wasn't feeling the environment, you know. Yeah, Henry James say, once, what did he say? Say, hold on.
Once upon a time, an option to serve the community as a shelter volunteer SPCA was open. Otherwise, leaves in the public or sweating chopping firewood were other alternatives.
Yeah, man. But I used to. That's where I got the game from, though. Dealing with the SPCA, as far as you know, shots and all of that, man. I don't know if they do it still, but back in the day, or my day, you know, when I was younger, man, they would take donations. So you know, if you went up there and you had, I don't know, a litter of pups, you had $10. You pay $10. That's a donation, and they'll give them shots. You know, that was one of my go-tos back in the day. You know.
Let me talk to y'all about this charity and go-tos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Big A, I don't know if you know this or not, or if you was doing it or not, man, but every one of them volunteer things, I asked for the EIN.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, but go ahead, man. So elaborate, please.
So, okay, it's my belief that you should give a gift and forget the gift. But just because you forget the gift later, don't mean I shouldn't be taking care of the gift right now. And this is what I mean by that. This time of year, typically the fire department, I haven't seen the Tucson Fire Department, but in San Antonio, typically this time of year, they take donations. And they actually have, most of the time the fire department has the form for you. They'll give you their EIN as a tax deduction, right? Now, I'm not saying I won't give to a charity that does not have an EIN, but a lot of them do have one if you just ask. Most of them are not-for-profit organizations. They just don't have it available. You know, but if you give away $100 worth of deductions this year and you right on the cusp of having to pay the government versus being owed money from the government, that could make a difference, just $100.
Yeah.
Most of y'all donate $100 to YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, think about that, man. And us YouTube channels, those of us that are monetized, not just monetized, but actually have EINs, we need to start sharing those so y'all can use the write-offs as well. I got to get the great brother Pitwise on to kind of break that down for you. But yeah, you can use the EIN and a receipt saying that you donated so much to a not-for-profit or any organization of your choice and make a difference, man. Like, think about that money that they raised for that dog show, for the No Kidding Classic. You know, that was against ALS, man. So that donation, that club that hosted that show, could have used that as a deduction from any taxes they might have to pay this upcoming year. So yeah, you could throw a dog show and still get some of that money recuperated other ways. Just saying. That's just Dre's thoughts on it, man. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get it right. Yeah, man. Big A, you right. Thank you. I'm let me see. Let me see if I can turn on the camera real quick. Hold up. How you do this, Big A?
What's up? Do what? Get on this main screen? Hold on. Let me see.
Here. Yeah. She ain't here yet. My Ring camera went off.
Oh man.
Waiting on her to get here. She got my car.
Yeah.
I was trying to show y'all service dress this morning. It's goofy. Looking goofy.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, my service. I got to leave y'all early this morning, but
that boy got the, yeah, man, that boy decorated. Got the colors, man. You know what I'm saying? Them colors, man, look like a rainbow shooting out a diamond. You know what I'm saying?
we doing E4 selection board today, and I'm one of the board members, so I got to go in there and quiz them and see who deserves to get the stripe early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Brothers, I don't just be dipping on y'all early in these mornings. I don't just be dipping on y'all. I got stuff to do.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Best wishes to the hopefuls. Best wishes to the hopefuls and all that good stuff. Big A, can you put the other thing back on the screen? Now I'm off the screen.
Sir. I got you.
But I'm gonna holler at y'all, my brothers. Big A, are you gonna close it out, or you want me to go and close it out? Or you gonna just keep it going to the end of the show?
Oh no, we can close it out, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. We hit y'all with this prayer. I know it's early this morning, y'all, but like I told you, I got reasons. And like I said, Friday I won't be here, but Saturday we're gonna extend the show on Saturday to make time to get some of this time back to the community. But here we go. All right. Let's see how let me get some music. Hold on. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent one from another. Amen. For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game.
Ease.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then K fat boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red digit close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Socket from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.